Hey everybody, Tammy C. Walker, the owner of Dreams Are a Reality. I created this channel to provide light and love. How you all doing? I'm doing good. I'm so glad to be back on camera. I want to talk to you today about how to get that vibe like the beautiful Ashanti. Before I get started with that, let's go. Alrighty, everybody, I am back. I picked Ashanti because she came out in the early 2000s. And for the record, Ashanti is around 11 years younger than myself. I remember her coming out with this fresh face and just this sweet vibe. And her songs were kind of like that bubblegum slash meets hip hop meets R&B. So it was a refreshing sound for that time and matching up with Ja Rule and Fat Joe, and it just worked out. It was a good blend. But in addition to her singing, and her videos would be choreographed well, cute dances, just a beautiful, sweet spirit. Always seemed like she had that vibe. I don't know Ashanti, but we feel like we know her and Nelly. And I like that positive energy that she often projected. Another person that projects positivity is Lala Anthony. I know both of them, people have tried to come to them with drama or get them to speak on drama on camera, and they won't do it. Lala is like, well, I'm just more about the positivity. And Ashanti at the verses with her and Keisha Cole was trying to start something, Keisha Little Rough. Is her name Keisha Coles or Cole? I don't know. I'll just be messing up these people names. And once I do that, I got to figure it out the right way. It is Cole. I'm saying it right. But anyway, Keisha Cole said something, and Ashanti was like, my song's on, gotta go. And she just went right to her music, like, girl, now you know I'm not getting ready to entertain foolishness. So, what are some of the traits of a confident woman? And for some reason, whatever I pulled up to help me, it's like a lot of ads are popping up. So, let me get this together. All righty, you all. Okay, so I'm assuming I know Ashanti. I don't, but again, I feel like I do. So I know women like her. I'm a confident woman. Are you? I'm sure you are too, some of you that are watching. These are some of the signs of a confident woman. Let's get it. They wear whatever they want. And for me, I try to dress my body. That is the key to a bad outfit. If you know you have larger hips like me, if you know, some women have a larger chest. Um, some women have smaller legs. Some have larger arms. Whatever you have and you don't like is not one of your best qualities or features. You draw attention away from that. If you have the larger hips, but they look good, then you might want to wear a more shorter style blouse which accents your butt and your hips. If you have a larger breast, you have the larger breast, and maybe the bottom is not the way you want. Some women know how to accent that. Now, I'm not the provocative dresser. I like some sexiness, but that's never really been my style. Yes, when I had the flat stomach at the navel ring, you can tell me nothing then. Now we're talking. But I have become a little more seasoned, so I just try to dress, I would say, sometimes a little bit conservative. But if I have somewhere to go, a wedding or a nice event, then you'll see definitely my sexy side, which is still gonna be probably more reserved. But as you see, Ashanti, she always dressed sexy. When she was younger, not as sexy as she dressed now. She got curves for days, and honey baby, she's not ashamed to show cleavage, thighs, everything. But she's always been more on the thicker, shapely side. And TV puts 10 pounds on her, so she'll probably be smaller in person. However, she just had that little baby, Kareem, I do believe that's his name. So she got the beautiful mommy weight. Like Rihanna, the mommy weight looks good on them. Keke Palmer. So, hey, having those babies can be such a blessing for more reasons than one. But yeah, they wear whatever they want. Try telling a confident woman to cover up in mid-August. Just go ahead and try. See, you won't do it because they will seriously laugh in your face. Plus, you'll just fuel the extra ammo they need to turn around and rock that crop top. Now, you know everybody wear crop tops. They could be in their 40s, 50s. They wearing them crop tops. Not that bold. I don't have a flat stomach anymore. I could get away with a sort of a crop top, but I wouldn't go super short. Maybe a little. It's not that bad where I can't wear it. But hey, like they said, confident women wear whatever they want, and they don't let eye rolls get in the way of it. Um, that's their MO. If you don't like my outfit, then why are you looking at me in the first place? That's a confident woman. And some of these tips, they're all good, but I could throw my own in. We don't care about people staring and looking. People are always looking if you're attractive, if you're taller, if you're not attractive, if you wear long hair, you got long weave, you have a wig, you have a short haircut, you light, you dark, you have full features, blah, 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 blah. Somebody's always going to look. So confident women truly don't care. They're so busy feeling good. They just command the room. They just go with the flow. They say no. It's pretty simple. They don't overcommit. They don't make false promises. What do I tell people now? I won't be able to do that. No, that probably won't work for me. I'll say that in a minute. No, no, thank you. No, they say no. I was just getting some food today. I was getting like my little pot pie. I like KFC pot pie. But anyway, I was getting a little food. And the lady's like, would you like to donate to the KFC Foundation? I said, well, what is that? And she did have like a heavy accent, so I didn't know what she was saying a little bit. And I said, oh, what exactly is that? And she was like, oh, never mind. And she just gave me my total. Well, first of all, you're asking for money. So if you're going to ask for money, I need to know what it's going to. If she had said to feed the homeless or, something like that, I probably would have considered it because I give money out. I don't mind, but I'm not just going to give it to the KFC Foundation. I don't even know what that means. So it's like, no, it's a clear no. Anyway, confident women understand certain obligations are necessary, but they don't try to attend like every event. It's not necessary. They don't even pick up the phone and answer the text when it's not the best time for them. They know better. They know better. Ooh, I am about to faint, you all. It's that time of year here in Chicago where it's getting chilly and you turn your heat up because you don't want to be freezing, but I can never get in the middle. I'm either hot or cold. So yeah, I'm a little warm. I'm in my office area and in the way the vent blows, whew, I had to open up my little patio door. So yeah, they're not going to be burnt out with commitments. They know how to take a break because they are confident. And with everything they are working towards in their life, they simply can't take that risk of being burnt out. So they're going to tell you no. Hey, a confident woman, they listen. While confident women trust their own judgment, they are also secure enough to listen to others' opinions. I love talking to older women. I love talking to women that take their time and explain something to you about their life. Or I don't go around asking for opinions, but I do listen when people speak. And I notice some of the friends that I have, they really give solid advice because I don't tell a lot of people about some of my personal stuff. When I do, I kind of like to hear what some people have to say, and I really take that information to heart. If it wasn't for people that follow my YouTube channel, I wouldn't probably have the subscribers I have. I had people mentoring me, hustlers, simplistic motivation, and Pandy along the way, giving me tips on how to grow my channel. And those three people, they really like pushed my channel and gave me tips on what I should do. And look at me now. So we never too confident to listen to an opinion because I know, like my great nephews, my niece, they could tell me stuff. Nieces, I listen because people on the outside looking in, sometimes they see something you don't see. Because you're smart or educated or experienced and confident, it doesn't mean you have all the answers. A confident woman knows that. If they ask a question, they know better than to ignore the answer. Confident women can blend their own ideals with those of others, or respectively choose to decline in acting a suggestion after genuinely listening to the pros and cons. And that's me. I think I'm an overthinker and I am very practical. So I will think about that and be like, I'm really like that, like with a job, if I have an interview or if I'm thinking about leaving my job, if I get that inkling like this is just so not gonna work or I'm not interested, then I'm not going on that interview. Sorry for looking over. It's like my pillow was sitting in my bar stool. I have been sitting there and I'm like, what's that over there? It was catching my eye. Nobody's supposed to be in here but me. But yeah, I definitely listen, but I still, have my own mind. So while talking may seem like a trait of confidence, don't let silence fool you. Confidence is all about the ears, my friends. That's another thing. I notice some women and men, they feel like, especially in corporate, they always want to get in those meetings and talk and talk and talk. And they think like that's showing that they're so smart. It really is showing fluff to me because sometimes the one that does the most talking really isn't saying anything at all. A lot of times, the quiet people are so wise and smart and sophisticated. They're just sitting back, being a sponge, soaking in everything people saying. Or maybe sometimes they're like me back at corporate, was like, would they be quiet? I'm just want to get out this meeting, having a meeting about a meeting. All right, number 4, confident women always admit their flaws. I would say, I'm sorry, I was wrong, or that's on me. You know what? This one is on me. I'll say that in a minute because I'm confident enough to know I don't have all the answers. I'm an individual that's flawed, and sometimes I get it wrong. I did that with my girls this past week. I was supposed to be giving them an assessment. It's different. It was part of my curriculum, and I didn't make copies. I only had like 2 copies, and I was going to have them fill it out a different type of way, but it was taking a lot of time. And I said, I'm sorry, young ladies, I messed up. Like they were like, what happened, Miss Walker? Like, and I'm like, I blew it. I didn't make enough copies. So I told them we'll continue, after the holiday, of course, now. But yeah, I had to put that on me. I messed up. I dropped the ball. So I'm not too, what is that? I'm arrogant to say that's on me. No one is perfect. As much as we hear this phrase, too many of us do not take it to heart. You all know I say that on my video a lot because I want you to know, even though I have this channel, even though I've done this, blah, 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 I'm still flawed. I'm a human being. I never want to get on here and be arrogant. And I know I've been accused of that from an old therapist. And she's not negative. She's a very sweet lady. But the way I was speaking was very self righteous. But once I told her, well, when I beat cancer, it made some real petty things real minute to me. She understood where I was coming from because I'm not self righteous. I can't be hard on people. I'm hard on myself, but I'm not. I don't think I'm better than nobody else. I just put a lot of pressure on me, so it may come off that way. But anyway, confident women admit their flaws. They know that where their strengths lie, where they can improve, and when to get the heck out of Dodge and let others take the lead. Listen to me. When it comes to designing a website, which I did my own website for my therapy practice, so I could do some stuff, but if I needed high tech, I let the professionals do it. Professional pictures, let the professionals do it. I need my makeup done, let the professionals do it. Certain things, paint. I'm not a painter. I don't do outdoor stuff like cut grass and stuff. Let the professionals do it. It's even as simple as hanging up stuff correctly, like big pictures. And sometimes I just let somebody else do it. Now I hung my pictures up in my apartment. I'm not sure I did the best job, but I did it. But like in my office, I had to do a custom blind to give me privacy on my door and some more things. Hey, let the professionals do it. When I move, I hire movers. Nobody wants to be bothered with that anymore. So sometimes we just got to spend that money to get what we need done. They know where their strengths lie, where they can improve, and when to get the heck out of Dodge and let others take the lead and when to spend the money. That's how I feel. Trying to be perfect at everything is inefficient and pointless. And it's not possible. Opening up my own therapy practice, there's no way I could do the billing. I did do my website, like I said, but I can't do the billing. I just don't have time. I probably could do a little piece of it. I kind of don't have time. I have to do the notes. I have to do my scheduling. I have to do confirmations and send the information to billing. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I'm trying to cut corners. I just can't do it all. Plus, perfect people are truly boring. And I feel like that sometimes. I know I'm not perfect, but I'm very structured, and it doesn't seem boring, but it seems perfect sometimes. If you really want to do everything right, which I do, try to do things right, it can get stuffy. Like, dang, does she loosen up? And I know I carry that sometimes. I know I do. A lot of this stuff does come from childhood. It's tripped out. Confident women love themselves for who they are and who they're not. Word up. This is some good stuff. I got to give credit. Who did this? Ooh, Blush. This comes from Blush. Blush.com. That's where it comes from. All righty. They're open to love. Isn't that right? We are open to love. Confident women know they don't need a relationship, but they treat every single one like a bonus. Baby, did I write this? Did I write this? You know, I know it's almost 2025. In this day and time, being in love, having commitment, it can be frowned upon. It could be looked at like the lost art or like, that's not going to happen for me. Listen, you all, whatever phase you're in, starting a relationship, you're married, you're engaged, you're in a committed relationship, you're divorced, single, waiting, hoping to get one. You got to keep the same energy. I hear so much negativity. I can be part of it because it's frustrating hearing how people treat each other. It's not just men treating women bad, it's both ways, you all. It is both ways, and it's like a negativity in the air about love from certain age groups, certain races. Sometimes it's not even like a race thing, it's just across the board. But you gotta love yourself. I know that sounds cliche, it gets old, but this is where I'm at in my life. I welcome love, I have some love sometimes. But I love myself. And like tonight is Saturday. I'm over that. Like, what you doing? What you doing? Yeah. I had a busy Saturday last weekend. I was out with my baby cousin. He turned 2, and I was out with my friends, my two best friends. We hung out at like a virtual. What is that thing called? A virtual. Is it reality thing? Yeah, I think so. I hope I'm saying that right. And we had food and a drink. We had a nice time. So I was busy all Friday. I went out for dinner on Friday, and I went out with my family and then my friends later on Saturday. So I was gone the whole weekend. But today I just worked, ran a quick errand, came home, and I tend to doze off on the couch because I'm tired. But every day is not a party, but you gotta love your life. You gotta enjoy your life regardless, irregardless. Relationship, no relationship, kids, no kids. That's what's up. That's what confident women do. Regardless of how brutal or shameful one's romantic past is, the opportunity for love is never off the table. It's never. The reward of a romantic connection always outweighs the risk of heartbreak, because confident women know it can withstand the wrath of any future rejection. Well, confident women, they don't get rejected a lot. Let's be honest. They really don't, because they don't pursue. Confident women get pursued. I'm not chasing no man. They pursue me. Now, there are times we have to let them know, like, yeah, I am digging you. Because some men, they act like they can't pick up on clues. A failed relationship is an opportunity. Confident women reflect on why it didn't survive. They were stupid. That's the only way why it didn't survive. I'm just kidding. This is what they said. Work to be better, their own unfavorable behaviors, and then search for a more compatible partner. And it has a parenthesis, one that isn't stupid. Well, that is a trait that we do not want. But yeah, they said, but seriously, confident women don't let their past hold them back, because they know they are worthy of a great relationship, strong enough to survive if it doesn't work out, and awesome enough to withstand rejection. But again, I just don't think confident women get rejected a lot. I'm sure they get rejected though, but it's not going to be a lot. Um, some women, when they have had failed relationships, people, men too, they really shy against starting anew. and they're like, oh, this isn't going to work because none of my relationships work. Or my mother said, be careful of men, or the people in my family, they don't have success with men. I had a relative say a long time ago, we just not good with men in this family. I was like, oh no, don't put that on me. Reject, return to sender. Confident women, they ask for help. They know trying to accomplish everything alone is virtually impossible. Now, this is an area I have trouble with asking for help because I'm so used to if it's going to be, it's up to me. And I get, what done. But there are times when you do have to ask for help. Even if you have to pay someone to help you, like a professional, don't try to do it all. They understand it's beneficial and smart to talk to others about their issue instead of trying to keep everything together at every moment of the day. Like my sister had to help me when I had surgery. My two friends, they're going to jump in and just knock the ball out the park. One took me to the hospital to have my procedure. Another one took me for a follow-up appointment. They don't play when it comes to me. I'm very, very, very blessed to have a sister like that and these two friends that jump in and help me. And I know my niece would help me, but my niece has little ones and of all different ages, three boys, and she's always busy. And my younger sister doesn't even live close, and she work. Her hours are weird, so I wouldn't even ask her for much. And she has a little one and kids. So anyway, our confident attitudes need some love too. So we must always utilize support. It's true, it's true, it's true. They don't conform. We don't conform. Let's just say they left their desire to fit in to their obnoxious Spice Girl poster. Conforming out of the sheer desire to be like makes about as much sense as them trying to learn the flute in order to become an excellent chef. Yeah, we don't care. We don't care. We're never fitting in. I just don't fit in. I don't fit in. You're never going to fit in when you're confident because there's nothing to fit in for because you're trailing and blazing your own path. Fitting in is following, and no confident woman is a follower. She is a leader. So you're never going to fit in. Of course, they recognize that everyone will not share their beliefs, and that's okay with them. As long as they can do their thing without judgment, they don't have a problem with others' taste and motivations. What's my going line? You got to do what's best for you. I get that. I understand that. That's what I say. I understand. And I'm not gonna even talk about this over and over, but like with the election, I listened to some stuff. I'm like, I can see why they did that. I get it. I get it. So it's not up for me. It's not up to me to judge or everybody needs to have my values and my beliefs. That's what make us individuals. They own their feelings. Fighting stinks, but no matter what the circumstance is, confident women strive to understand their emotions and they own up to them. They understand hiding anger, sadness, jealousy, or any other bratty feeling only makes it worse. Confident women, they're in tune with how they feel. You made me feel one, two, three. I didn't feel loved when you just did that. You hurt my feelings. Or blah, blah, blah. They're gonna let you know. I felt left out, you know? They return the favor by listening to the other side, and then they ride off into the sunset with their homies to get ice cream because it's all good. You're like, it's okay now. I'm not thinking about that no more. I'm good. It's all good. They release guilt. Guilt is supposed to be a temporary emotion. It pushes you to understand your actions, act to correct the mistake, and apologize. This is a very confident woman. People hold on to guilt and shame for too long, or people hold on to grudges for too long. I can't stand them. He could never talk to me. I can't stand. I can't stand. And it's like wasted energy. These people going on down the street, they don't care, and you holding a grudge or you holding on to guilt and shame. It just doesn't serve you well. So we must let that stuff go. Let that go. Let it go. Frozen, let it go. A confident woman always supports others. You write a book, they're gonna support you. You come out with some new body butter, they buy it. You have a pop up somewhere, they're supporting you. This is what we do, confident women. I'm always buying stuff from small businesses. I just bought some pictures to hang on the wall, some towels. It was some small businesses at my school, and I supported them. Confident women love watching their friends soar, cheering on other businesses, relationships, and successes. does not impede on any of our own accomplishments. They understand there is zero reason not to encourage, help, or support others. This is true. Having a strong, successful network is a pretty smart move. So let me just end this. I want to talk a little bit more about Ashanti. Um, I just like her energy. She just seems so positive, always smiling, infectious personality. What I liked was she had enough pride and, excuse me, she put her pride to the side to go back with Nelly. The question was asked, would you ever go back with him? She did not say no. I remember that. I remember her not saying no. And I admire Nelly for doing what some men would not do. They let a good woman get away because they're so prideful that they're going to be rejected. If I was a guy, and even as a woman, I'd rather lay my cards on the line and tell someone how I feel. Now, what he does with how I feel, that's on him. But if I love you and I really would like a second shot at something, I'm going to let you know. Now, what you choose to do with that, that's on you. And that's one thing we need to know as a confident woman. It's going to be that person or somebody else. Always know without a shadow of a doubt, you're going to get the job. You're going to start the business. You're going to buy your home. You're going to get married. You're going to have that relationship that you desire and deserve. Doesn't matter who that person is. It matters because you're going to get who you're supposed to get. But don't focus so much on the details. Just know that you're confident enough to see these things come to fruition. But sometimes getting who you want may be like what Ashanti had to do and put down the pride and give that love another try. So when you say that on the internet, you get a lot of flack. I would never go back to my ex. Oh, I wish he better never call me. Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, we're not talking about toxic people. And if you was with somebody that toxic, sometimes we gotta look at ourselves. I had to. Why were you with that person? Why? And don't do it again. That's where I'm at with that. But we're not talking about toxic people. We're talking about Nelly and Ashanti, someone that matched. And we know a good match don't come every day. You get a match probably once or twice in a lifetime. That's how I feel with my life. All those guys I dated, they wasn't matches for me. Not all the way. It was I only met like maybe two. Well, I really was like, you know what? That is really a good match for me from what I could see. And it just doesn't come a lot. Let's be honest. I wonder for you. Alrighty. I hope something I said helped. Let's wish Ashanti and Nelly the best in their baby. And it's not only about them, it's about us too. We too can have love and confidence and businesses and whatever it is you desire. But I thought I would use her because I think she's a great example. Tammy C. Walker signing off. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button. Bye.